So if you want to know how to get your foundation, your skin looking like this, keep watching. What's up everybody, welcome back to my channel. For those who have not been here yet, bienvenidos, and for those who've already been here, welcome back, Toxica. Yes, you're a Toxica because I'm toxic and you're watching me. So you're toxic. I'm honestly gonna just jump right into this video. So if you are in the beauty industry, if you follow the beauty industry, if you have TikTok, Instagram, social media, whatever, you know that the Kat Von D Good Apple Foundation went viral on TikTok and it was sold out everywhere. You could not get it in Ulta, you couldn't get it on Sephora, you couldn't even get it on KatVonDBeauty.com situation, whatever. This is the foundation, this is the compact that it looks like. And if you follow me on Instagram, one, if you do not, I always leave my social media down in the comments below, so you can just check, follow me there. But aside from that, this is what the foundation looks like. It went viral on TikTok and it blew up everywhere. And I got my hands on it. And this is what the packaging looks like. In today's video, I'm gonna just show you guys what the foundation looks like, give you my own personal review. Again, if you follow me on Instagram, you saw that I did a reel with this foundation, and my inboxes, believe it or not, even if the people were not following me, people were messaging me back to back like, oh my god, how were you able to get your hands on it? How were you able to get the foundation? Because it literally blew up and it was like out of stock everywhere, Los Angeles, like literally everywhere. I do want to go ahead and say, you guys, that today is 4/20 and the foundation is still sold out in a lot of different shades with Ulta and Sephora. However, on Kat Von D, which is KVDveganbeauty.com, there is some shades that are still left available. There's not a lot of shades available, unfortunately, but I just want to let you guys know. I know you may want to get your points with Ulta, or you may want to get your points with Sephora, whoever you have, but there are some shades available. As you can see, those shades are available. There are pretty much a lot of shades available. Some are still sold out, but just double check KVDveganbeauty.com if you want to still get this foundation. So yeah, let's get started. So before I actually put the foundation on my face, let me go ahead and answer the question that everybody asked me. How did I get the foundation so quick? Because I actually got the foundation in the midst of the madness. So I have the Sephora app. And what I did was, every day I really was not playing about this foundation. I checked the app and I checked a list of stores in New York City that carried the foundation. So I checked and see whenever they had the color that I thought that was my shade, because again, I was picking a random shade. This is not a shade that I was able to test on my skin. I was just going off the pictures. And the shade and finally one day, I woke up and I saw that the Sephora on 5th Avenue had in new stock of the shade that I personally thought that would fit for my skin color. And I bought it. I did a pickup in store, and I literally in like an hour, they text you or they email you that that foundation is ready or your product is ready, whatever. And I went and I picked it up. And you guys, literally when I got to Sephora on 5th Avenue, the lady that was helping me, she goes, you are such in luck because this foundation is sold out again. Like everybody wanted this foundation, everybody had to have it. So let's put it on our face and let me show you guys what it looks like. So, okay, Toxicas, let me go ahead and let you guys know that the color that I chose for myself was Tan 057. I did not go in Sephora and try on anything, Corona, and I didn't really want to touch anything. If you go online to probably like Sephora, something that you're able to like see how people like test it on their skin and just use your best judgment. And I'm gonna show you guys how, if you feel like you got a foundation too dark, what you could do to blend it to make it look like your skin or to give you the most natural finish as possible. So this is what the packaging looks like. This is 100% recyclable plastic, and apparently that when you're done using it, you could recycle this as well. I do want to go ahead and start off by telling you guys that I like not a lot of full coverage finish. This is a full coverage foundation balm, and literally, you guys, it literally feels like a balm. Like it feels like chocolate melting. It feels like it's just melting when you touch it, but don't let that confuse you, because as soon as you put it on your skin, it's a soft matte finish. That stuff really dries down right away. So just make sure that when you're applying it, that you're moving it around, because honestly, this stuff is no joke. It is full coverage. So I usually apply my foundation with a sponge or my fingers. Why? Because the brush is gonna give you the most coverage, and I don't like to look like I have makeup on. I still like to keep my masculine look at the end of the day, so I prefer to use my fingers. However, the foundations that I'm using my fingers for, they're liquids, and this is a balm, and this is like in a compact. Even though my hands are clean, I don't feel comfortable just keep touching it and doing all of that. I will use my fingers at the finish, but I'm not gonna do it right away. So let me go ahead and show you guys this situation. So I'm literally gonna apply it, and just so you guys know who are just curious, when I do use a foundation brush, I like to use La Mer's. This is a $100 foundation, liquid foundation brush. This is not for powder. And literally it looks like it's melting when I'm like dabbing into it. I don't know if you can see that, but look at that, how it moves around. So watch this. You see, you cannot, like you can't see my skin. Do you see how you literally cannot see my skin? And I know what you guys are thinking. You're probably thinking, oh, that looks too yellow. Like I said, when you're working with foundations, if you want a full coverage, you can go a couple shades darker. Like, you just gotta learn how to blend. That's the biggest thing about foundations, is blend, because the whole point is to make your skin look even, to make it look soft. Now, let's go ahead and do a little bit on the right side, and just let's compare it before I actually do the full application. But while I'm actually gonna be trying to multitask, I'm gonna be reading you guys what this says about the foundation. It says, Good Apple Foundation Balm gives you a fast, lightweight, full coverage with a fresh matte finish. Fresh matte finish, yep, not flat, not dewy, just right. Skin that looks like skin. Do I feel like that is the honest truth? Yes, this literally gives you a soft matte finish. I don't feel like it was dry. I wore this foundation to the gym. I wore it out to the club. Oh my God. I wore it out to the club, and I really feel like it stayed. I really didn't feel like it made my skin so dry. I literally feel like what I just read is how I would describe it to you. Like, it's not dewy, it's not dry, it's not flat. Like, it literally makes you look like you have skin. Okay, so then it says, what does it say? Where was that? Okay, so it says shade matching tip. Some shades look different in the compact than on the skin. Use the photos on the shade. Use the photos of the shade onto the skin to help you pick the right shade. Don't stress, returns are free within 60 days. Do not, remember you guys, I'm reading this from CapVonDBeauty.com. So don't think you go to Sephora and that's the same case, because they only do returns after 30 days. Then it also says recyclable wasn't enough. This compact isn't just fully recyclable, it's ultra easy to recycle. When you're done, just empty it in the recycle. Just empty it and recycle it with the plastics. So you guys, like I said, this is literally full coverage. This reminds me a little bit of the foundation that I used to use with Estee Lauder. It's called Double Wear, because literally Double Wear is like double wear, like 2 foundations in 1 application. However, the thing about Double Wear that I didn't really like, and honestly maybe I'm putting too much on, like I'm just trying to get you guys to see like what it looks like. So remember, less is a lot with this foundation, because it's gonna give you full coverage. I'm just overly using it so you guys can see like what it would look like. But yeah, Double Wear though, it's like really dry, and like when I was ready to move it around my fingers, it was like, no, I'm not going anywhere. At least this foundation, I will say, it does like move around like afterwards. Okay, you guys, so while I am blending this with the brush, I'm going to blend it with my fingers afterwards, because I do not want my face to look like this, nor do I want a full coverage. I like a very light coverage. Now, I do want to show you guys what I used to prep my skin, or to prime your skin, whatever. I used the Murad Invisibler. It looks like this. What does it do? It says it blurs, primes, and protects. It has SPF 30. And honestly, you guys, aside from wearing makeup, please make sure that you're putting on your SPF. No matter if you're going to the beach, if you're going to work, if you're gonna be out in the sun, if you live in Florida. Like, honestly, the sun does not discriminate your skin color. The sun does not discriminate where you're from. Like, the sun will still do your skin damage. I don't know why somebody that was my skin color goes, oh, I'm from the Caribbean, like I don't need SPF, and I'm like, yeah, but like, what are you talking about? Like, the sun doesn't look at you and go, oh, you're Caribbean, so I'm not gonna do that. Or like, oh, you're Latino, so, or you're Hispanic, or like, no. Make sure you leave and you wear your SPF. Now, let me show you guys what I'm about to do next. Okay, so I just put my hair back because I don't wanna get any foundation on it. So literally, you guys, I'm gonna just literally go in like this. Like literally as if it was like a skincare cream, and I'm just moving the foundation around. Like, I'm literally just moving it around and around. And like I said before, you guys, like double wear, which is like very full coverage as well. Like, I think I put too much, but honestly, like, look at this. I just wanted to show you guys like the texture. Literally, like the Estee Lauder double wear is like similar to this in a sense, like it's very like boom, like this is gonna give you full coverage. But the difference between the two is that this you can still move around. Double wear, it like literally dries down right away, which this does as well, but double wear gives you more like a matte finish, and this is the soft matte. So I do give Kat Von D Beauty like props for actually keeping their word. If you just walked in and you're looking at me just rub this in with my fingers, I just want you to know, like, I applied this foundation with a brush and I'm moving it around with my fingers to give it a more softer, natural, not full coverage finish. Again, you guys, I usually use a foundation that's in a pump, whether that's La Mer, Fenty, etc. And I just use my fingers or my beauty blender. But because this foundation comes in, because this foundation comes in the compact that it does, I'm not just gonna, I'm gonna apply it the way it's supposed to be applied, with a brush. So yeah, you could use this technique if you don't want like that full coverage look. This is why I am doing this. This is pretty much the finish that I'm gonna go for. Obviously it looks like I have like a little tan, but I wasn't able to swatch my color. I am happy with it. Like, I don't feel like that it's not something that I wouldn't go outside with. Like I said, I've been to the gym with this foundation. I've been to the club with it. I've been to different places with this foundation on. I'm not really big in foundation either. I just wanted to see what this hype was about. I do wear foundation, but not every day. I'm gonna end this off with my La Mer like lip gloss situation. It's not really like a lip gloss, it's for men and women. Oh, and that brings this up. Like, if you're a man, if you are a man and you're watching this video and you're feeling like, oh, I can't wear a foundation, whatever, just keep in mind, like, these famous people that out there that look like they have all this good skin, yeah, they may do, but they wear foundations in the music videos, they wear foundations in these movies. Not only that, like, the people on the news wear foundations. Like, foundation is not meant for just women. Foundation is meant for anybody with any skin color, anybody with any gender, to put on their face, to cover up blemishes, to cover up discoloration. I mean, yeah, there's skin color for like acne, and there's, I mean, there's skincare for acne, there's skincare for this pigmentation via vitamin C, and I'm always gonna be on that. Like, don't forget to put on your treatments, whatever. But if you're at a point where like you may not have the finances for, I don't know, chemical peels or microdermabrasions or to see a dermatologist, whatever your case may be, foundations are just made to even out your skin tone and to hide blemishes. Like, it's not that serious. Like, honestly, when I've wore this foundation out, like to the gym or like to go get a Herbalife tea or whatever the case is, like, nobody can tell that I have anything on, and I actually get a lot of compliments on my skin. So if I had to rate, and I'm gonna keep doing this because honestly, you guys, I don't have a mirror in front of me. I'm just using the camera, so I don't really know what I look like right now. But if I had to rate this foundation 1 through 10, I've only had it for about like 2 weeks, and I did like my first impression review on my Instagram with the reel, and that was literally my first impression. I would rate it maybe like an 8.5. I would have to wear it a little bit more to see if it's like a foundation that would suit my lifestyle. But I will say this, you guys, I like to look matte. So even if I'm not wearing a foundation, my moisturizer, my day moisturizer at least, is always a matte finish. So considering this is soft matte and I'm literally still going like this and I can feel it still moving around, I really like that because like I've mentioned, there's other foundations that are out there that say soft matte or matte finish and it's like scraping off and just whatever. I'm gonna finish reading this really quick too. It says blend and build to the coverage you want using a beauty sponge or dense foundation brush. I prefer to use the dense brush then use my fingers because I just don't like the sponge going in there. It just seems like it's too messy for me. It also says use your fingers to spot concealer for oilier areas, sound foundation with a lock-in setting powder. I'm not gonna use a setting powder. I do feel like it's not dry, but it is soft matte. Personally, I have like combination skin, so I don't want to use a powder because I feel like it would dry me out. And sometimes you could see powder on the skin, and I just don't want that. Okay, you guys, there you have it. This is the end of this video. I just wanted to throw out a pointer that I was not able to do because I was so focused on the application. This foundation is $38 everywhere, so you can't beat that. Again, it is sold out in Ulta and Sephora, but I did check on KVD Beauty, veganbeauty.com, and there still are some colors and shades out there. So definitely go and get your shade. Use your best judgment like I did. I used Tan 057, and this is what it looks like after everything I just went through. Bendiciones a todos y que tengan un buen día.